Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves, for the Sony PlayStation 2. In the last episode, we got started with the first episode of the game. We know that the cops are now going after Octavio, and we also went back to the hazard room to learn a whole bunch of things about how to play the game. Now it's time to head back to an Opera Fear, where we have spent 30 minutes playing just to get 5% done. That's not a whole lot, but we will get that little percentage up little by little. Anyway, it is time to continue the episode, and when we continue the episode, we will be back in the hideout. I need to drag this table towards me so that way I can have access to the tea that I want to drink right now. And from here, now that we've completed the first part of this, we can play as Sly or Bentley. That reminds me, I need to show off the smoke bomb. What other things do I have besides the smoke bomb? Just the smoke bomb. Okay, so I have it equipped. Yeah, I do have it on L1. Works just like it did in Sly 2. You throw it down, enemies will lose track of where you are for a brief second, and from there, you can get away. Also, now that we have been introduced to the flashlight enemies will now show up on the streets. I'm about to say, there has to be a second guy over there, and there was a second guy over there. Will he go take the bridge? He will take the bridge. Thankfully, I can just jump all the way over to there and get the jump on him. And then I can take his stuff. Anyway, there are two episodes, or two jobs, that I want to do. I don't know why I call them episodes. That's not what they are. And I am going to do those two jobs today. And can this guy see me? He cannot. Good. I will take his money. Oh, great. Hide in there. Finally, these guys are all showing up. But that's alright. I can very easily take your cash. Alright. This should get me up here. This was one of the episodes that I did, and sadly that did not. Looks like I'll have the L3 button to find a job. It's time to get started. I've already found one. Leave me alone.
Heads up, Sly. I've intercepted a radio message from one of Octavio's men. The Dawn is moving towards your position.
Great. You want me to take him?
No, we need evidence that he's behind this city's tar epidemic. With some incriminating photos, we might be able to help the cops prosecute him and put an end to this nonsense.
Never thought we'd be helping out the cops.
Really? You always seem eager to aid Inspector Fox.
Yeah, well, she's different. Your average law enforcer isn't that, I don't know, attractive. Hold up, here he comes. That's despicable.
Get a picture before he finishes. This is perfect. Use your binocular to take photos.
And we should know how to do this. Press L3, zoom in with the right analog stick, aim with the left analog stick, press R1 when we're ready to take the picture.
A few more of these and the cops will bury this guy. Follow him. He might be headed for some more polluting.
At the same time, though, as you follow him, you don't want to, A, be discovered by any of the enemies around here, and 2, you don't want to be too close on the off chance that he can see you. Sadly, this isn't like following Dimitri in the second game. You can't stay on the rooftops the whole time. And if you do, it's going to be awkward due to the level design. So, just take a good look around and make sure that nobody is coming your way as you're doing any of this. Oh,
He's at it
dear.
again. Get a picture.
Gee, that would be so much simpler if I could, you know, actually get to him. Where is he? There he is. It looks like I'll need a little more distance. Still not enough. Oh, good grief. Oh, I just had to stand here the whole time.
That poor bird bath. I guess more of a bird death trap now. He's on the move again. Keep it up, Sly. This is some great work.
And from here, we need to be careful. Because he is moving right next to a guard at this point. Okay, he's going that way. I don't know where he's going. But I would like to get rid of him. Oh dear. And where will that guy go? Definitely in that direction. But I think we can tail him. Really? You're gonna do this to me? And now he's gonna go back there and play with another oil tap.
Imagine clogging a delightful water wheel with deadly sticky tar. Monstrous.
Sorry if I'm silent the whole time. It's just that this is a little harder than how it was at the beginning of the game. It's not like you can, again, it's not like you can just stay on the rooftops the entire time. You actually have to watch out for the guards. And now that we're here, we can take a picture
Keep
this
on
way.
it. We want to make sure all this horrible polluting is fully documented.
I got a sorrow, huh?
Ah.
You stink. Back in my day, thieves knew how not to get caught.
Now, the bad news is we got caught. However, because we got that picture before that happened, we can go for the next one immediately.
Keep on it. We want to make sure all this horrible polluting is fully documented.
I hate having to use the boat to get away from him and to get the picture, period. But you kind of have to do that. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Really? Get out of here. And I'll go ahead and take the money that he had before I leave. Alright. We've done more or less a good job at tailing this guy so far. Without... Well, we did get caught the one time, but... Well, we kind of saved time doing that. And now we have to use the boats that are in these canals again.
Get a photo anyway.
Just to get a photo of them. And thankfully I was at the right zoom
Doing something,
setting.
but what? I can't believe it. He flooded that aquarium with tar. All those poor dead fish. As much as I hate to see what heinous crime this fiend will do next, you should probably keep on his tail. Someday the people will know the truth due to your pictures.
And from here, we will have to follow Octavio yet again. And once again, we're going to have to be careful. Thankfully, it isn't far.
Yeah, it's a me. Get that engineer on the horn.
Sly, see if you can latch onto the car Octavio is riding in. We should eavesdrop on his phone conversation. From the look on his face, it seems important.
And if we can latch on right here, we've done it.
Listen, Giovanni. This Ferris wheel was a good idea. She's a pumping the tar fast. Nobody suspects a thing. But still, is it gonna be enough to get things ready for my opera recital? Bella, when the people come to see me sing, I want to make sure they keep a-coming. Even if they don't feel like it. One way or the other, there'll be opera fans again. Hey, 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 hey! Okay, see you soon.
That fiend! He's twisted a time-honored amusement park ride into a tool for wrongdoing. Break open the control panel with your cane. I'm on my way to do a little rewiring. Look away if you must. You're about to witness the dark side of electrical engineering. Kill a bunch of poor innocent fish, will he? That'll do it.
And that is the Ferris wheel destroyed. Apparently, that Ferris wheel was used to pump out all that oil. Well, that won't be a thing that we will have to deal with for the foreseeable future. For now, though, I will have the oh, wow, I knocked him into the flashlight guard. That was interesting. Of course, since he's gone, he can't suspect anything. And once he starts barking, he'll be back on his rounds. Which is good, because I want more coins. There we go. Now to go for another waypoint. And I think I know where to go from here, maybe? I'll have to get on the rooftops and check that way. But I have a good idea of where to go next. I have time to do another mission. I may go over 20 minutes, but I definitely have time to go for another mission. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Let us see if we can get over there and, hey, look. I will ignore the antenna and go right for this guy. He doesn't have another shiny pocket. That's a shame. But of course, now I've gotten his attention, so now I have to beat him up. But he's going in the water. He won't be a threat for the time being. And, I guess I'll go for this guy. Why not? Go ahead and go for this guy's huge chunk of change. Why not? Thankfully, I didn't get his attention. Alright. We have found another waypoint. Now we just need to utilize it. That guy is over there, but I will leave him alone for now.
Les Opera House is Octavio's base of operations.
Nice place. Sure to be a few coins laying around in there. What's the plan?
If you could get me inside to one of Octavio's computers, I should be able to hack his firewall and get the dirt on his operation.
Okay, have you got a point of entry? I'm guessing the front door's not the safest option.
That wooden hatch appears to be an ideal way to slip in undetected. Head down there and we'll meet up in a few minutes.
And that is what we will do. Thankfully, getting up there is not that hard. We can just go ahead and use the boats that are floating around in the canal to get there. Right after I steal some more money. Also, these things can be used as trampolines. Just jump on one, you'll automatically be rocketed upwards towards the rooftops. And now, to bounce off the back of this boat here, I forgot what a boat is, even though I said it was a boat like not even a couple of seconds ago. And when we don't need this to get up to the fence, it does help. All you really have to do is just double jump. From here, we can just approach the hatch.
Octavio is known to rely on 3D technology to secure his property. In order to see the security measures, we'll need to utilize these depth optimizer goggles.
Functional and fashionable. Nice touch, Bentley.
So, at least 2 videos ago, at least 1 or 2 videos ago, I mentioned that there were some red and blue glasses that could be found in the manual. This is how the game introduces the 3D aspect. Now, you can press square and instantly make the graphics go into 3D mode. However, you do not need 3D to beat the game at all. So I'm just going to press triangle. And once we go in, we wait for another loading screen to stop loading things, and then we end up over here. Fun. We have a few things that we can destroy. Tables, chairs. I'm going to utilize these things to get coins.
To open this door, we'll need to press the 3D security buttons at exactly the same time. Okay? On my 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
You have to press circle at the button pretty much at the moment where Bentley says 3. I think you can be very slightly off on that, but if you wait until after he says it to press the button, you won't be opening the door, and you will be doing this again. So now that we're in here, we can go through all these crates and chairs and tables, and we can break everything here for money, which I will definitely go for because I want the money. We will need as much of it in this game as we can.
Looks like Octavio is fond of this 3D synchronized security system. Let's do it.
How is this
1,
3D?
2, 3. Again on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right.
Yeah, you have to do it right when he says 3. Also, again, because I said it not even a couple of seconds ago, how is this 3-dimensional? Come on, game.
Drat, my booster won't be enough to make it to that next door. I've made a number of improvements to my wheelchair, but none that can float me through this canal.
Don't worry about it, pal. I'm sure I'll find a way across. And there seem to be plenty of boats hanging around to make a nice bridge for you.
Okay, I'll wait for your signal.
Not to mention other things. So here we need to go this way, and once I start crossing here, there will be a cutscene, so I'm going to cut the mic off for just a couple
To you, my fine associates, Octavio here. I'm pleased to report that the tar suction levels are at an all-time high. However, it saddens me to report that some of you haven't been keeping in time with the orchestra, if you know what I mean. I'd like to see Marco, Raphael, and Julius in the main vacuum room immediately. We're gonna discuss your retirement package. And if any of you catch these boys make a run for it, well, shoot them in the back.
Well, they're going to be disposed of. As I was saying, I was going to turn the mic off so you could hear Octavio speak there, but, well, I didn't expect him to start speaking so early as soon as I got to this part of the thing. And by the thing, I mean this whole platforming section that I'm doing right now. So, we're going to be walking across some narrow areas. We're going to be jumping on boats. And we also need to hang on to this thing and crawling our way, or climbing our way around. You do not want to go through these little rings when you see fire coming out of these, whatever these things are. I just know there's some sort of flamethrower. I wouldn't want to be fried by that. There are also little spinning things here, these little spinning platforms with flames on both ends. You definitely don't want to land on the flames. You always want to aim for the center of these things and then press circle once you're more or less above them. And it should not be long before you have another sneaking area where you have to watch out for the lasers. You do not want these lasers hitting you. Make sure they are all the way up before you continue. Thankfully, I had a really good pattern right there. And from here, we now have a bunch of crates in this area.
That door ahead of you is reinforced. We'll need to bomb our way through it.
Also, once we drop down, this guy will see us, so we have to take care of him. Thankfully, we can just knock him into the water. And from there, we can press the button.
Thanks for the assist, Sly. Maybe I can return the favor with some well-placed explosives. Okay, stand back.
Thanks, pal.
Alright. Now we have some more laser beams to avoid. You can easily walk between them. I made that look a lot easier than it actually was.
This door is made of 4-inch thick bulletproof plexiglass. My bombs won't make a dent. See if you can find a way around it through that ventilation shaft.
And we will have to go through here and go through the crawl space in this air vent.
Nice of you two to stop by for a little fatherly advice. Julius made a run for it, and the curtain fell. Now, normally I'd whack a both of you, but it's a carnival and I'm feeling charitable, so I think of something else.
I know he says something else. Do I have to keep moving? I think I have to keep moving for him to do that. Now, you don't have to go in here.
This room's empty. Crawl a little farther. They've got to have a lock switch somewhere.
But if you do go in here, you can break the crates for some gold. We are definitely going to need these coins. Also, Bentley's right there, amazingly. And that guy has a shiny pocket, and once he sees us, he is going to go after us. So much for that treasure he was going to be giving us. Oh well.
Okay, here's the deal. You two stoolies are gonna be my new eyes and ears. I can't let no one get near my demolition switch or sabotage any part of the operation down here. If you hear any noise from inside of the family that someone's not content, then you tell me straight out. I can't be taking no chances this close to a short time. Got it.
And with that, Octavio walks away. And that's the last of the dialogue we'll be hearing from him here. Anyway, it's now time to go down into this area. And once we see this enemy, we're in the right place. Can I sneak behind this guy? No. I really wanted his treasure too. So much for that. But we can get rid of him, and we can hit the button to open the doors.
Judging from the security, we must be getting close. It's live.
And with that, we have even more lasers to avoid. Thankfully, I had enough time to sneak through there. And you guys are here. We are going to have to fight 3 of these guys. And apparently these guys not only throw dynamite, they also throw knives. In case you want to keep your distance. Only 2. I guess if you take too long, a 3rd guy will show up.
Synchronized watches and 1, 2, 1,
Can I get the coins first?
1, 2, 3. We're in.
There we go. And I can finally do this on the first try now. Now for the fun part and the more difficult part.
Yes, a Wurlitzer 700. I can splice into this easy.
Just as long as you're enjoying yourself. That's the important thing.
Aside from a few tense moments, that break-in seemed to go pretty well.
It's not over yet. Hack the system and let's get out of here.
Oh, it'll be a snap extracting the details on Octavio's operation from this old dinosaur. What? A delay switch? Sorry, Sly. Guess the dinosaur has teeth. I'll hack as fast as I can. Watch my back. There are sure to be guards on the way.
Intruders!
And from here, we have a health meter for Bentley in the upper right-hand corner. And we need to take care of these guys one at a time. Thankfully, these guys only show up one at a time. Once somebody comes in from the right door and you dispose of them, you'll have another guy come in through the left. The game will constantly switch between the right door and the left door. And if you can do it, you can easily knock these guys into the fire and kill them off in one hit.
I've almost got it.
And if you know what you're doing, you can easily knock them into the fire. You also do not want these guys hitting Bentley. Oh, great. Well, I took a dumb hit there, which means I'm going to have to deal with these guys all over again. Thankfully, this isn't too hard. You only deal with one enemy at a time. You'll never be dealing with more than one at a time in this one particular part. I also find it really annoying that these guys love to jump over your attacks here.
Halfway there.
Okay, we are halfway through this, according to Bentley. And as long as you just keep backing away between strikes,
I've almost got it.
we can definitely take care of these guys without much of a problem. And we can also easily knock these guys into the fire.
Close.
This should be our last enemy.
Download complete. Now we can find out exactly what Octavio is up to.
And now that we've hacked into Octavio's computer system, we can figure out what he's doing, and the game kicks us back out of Octavio's little castle. So we can go do another mission or go back to the safe house if we want to. I am going to take the time to go back to the safe house. And this guy has nothing but coins again. Great. But at least I'm getting a good amount of coins here. You have something I would like to get. Silver watch, 41 coins, not bad. And here's something you should probably be aware of. Unless... Okay, there's two things. One, I kind of had to use the spin strike to get rid of the heavier guys because the regular staff attack had no effect. And two, you do not want to be under a low ceiling when you want to hit these guys from behind, because you won't be able to get enough height on these guys to do that. That's not going to be the only time, or in this episode, or probably any episode, where a low overhead is going to work against you. So, yeah, watch where you are, watch what you're doing. Can I run into one more? I can run into one more guy before I go ahead and do this. And I'll just smash this for good measure. I thought I'd get coins out of that, but oh well. Where is the safe house? There it is. I'm going to go in here just for the heck of it. And I'm going to go to options and save the game here. That way I can save the money that I've utilized. I wouldn't say utilized, but I would like to say that I will go ahead and save all the money that I've gotten off of enemies, so that way I can use it for next time. Join me next time where we continue to dog Octavio at every turn and keep him from dirtying the waters of Venice, Italy. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!